I put my dad in the street against a heavyweight.
I've gone back to the dad. I've punched him a few more times.
5 blokes outside my front door. Can you come and help
One
me?
hell of a fucking story, so stay tuned.
This is Umar Ahmed for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. We're in Manchester. No better man to speak to about Joyce Parker than David Haye, because you know these guys very well.
Yeah.
Break this fight down for me, please, David.
It's a fight with two big, thick-set heavyweights who have both got a great chin. Parker's shown that time and time again. He's taken some. The most hurt I've seen him was against Dillian Whyte, where he took Dillian Whyte's headbutt and then that left hook, that counter left hook that shook him way to his boot. It couldn't have been landed any better from Joyce. The same shot that knocked out Brown, for instance. He's knocked out so many people with that, and Chisora. He nailed Parker with that same, his money shot, and he was able to get back to his feet, weather the storm and come back. So that for me shows a great chin. Not just getting back to your feet, but getting back to your feet and coming back strong late doors. We've seen Joyce take some disgusting amounts of punishment. I have, even in behind closed doors. And at some stage, how much punishment can one human being take before something snaps? It looks. Everyone said to me going into this fight, Joe Joyce can't be knocked out, and I'm like, no, everybody can be knocked out. Just because you have a good chin at a certain level doesn't mean that will take you to the top level and allow you to get hit by Deontay Wilder or Tyson Fury clean on the chin. Boxing doesn't work like that. It's never worked like that. So it's good to see Ismail Salas in Joe Joyce's corner, a guy who I hooked him up with when he first turned pro, who's all about defence. He's all about slipping and sliding and angles. He's all about, getting the best out of you, mobility-wise, and not leaving you straight up to get smashed down the middle, like he has been in fights that he's won. But I've always been a little unsettled with the volume of punches that Joyce has taken. But people have warmed to that. That's one of the things that people actually ask anybody, what do you think about Joyce? I love how he can just take them shots right across his head. I'm like, yeah, it's good, but it's also bad. It's a dangerous sport. We want to, ideally avoid block, slip, parry a punch rather than taking it clean on the chin. But he's going to get hit tomorrow night. He's going to get hit by Parker for sure. Is his chin going to be good enough to soak up everything that Parker can take, and is he going to be able to then push back and walk through it? It's a dangerous strategy against a world-class fighter who was a great amateur himself. Nice long-range jab Parker has, great experience. It's a very, very tough strategy to just try to weather the storm and just push over the top. How about if Joyce gets stunned? How about if Joyce gets stunned with a right, instead of getting knocked out of a right hand, how about if he gets hit, stunned, and then Parker's able to put 6 or 7 shots together, unanswered shots. He hasn't knocked him out, but he's managed to stop him on his feet. That's the more I think about the fight, the more I see the styles, I'm thinking that is an option for Parker to stop Joyce on his feet, or Joyce to just absorb whatever the hell's coming at him, eat it up, and just human mudslide him, and just drown him in just physicality and just. I've seen him do it to people. I've seen him break people's hearts behind closed doors. Not to mention any names. Talking quality heavyweights, he's just sucked up all of the punishment and just spat it back out at them, and they've just crumbled. So it just make both of these fighters make for a perfect fighting pot. Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
I can tell. Just to play a counter to that, I know we got clean shots off Carlos Takam, Christian Hammer, but the one time he's really stepped up against the world-class Daniel Dubois, he seemed to frustrate him, didn't take too much punishment, and sort of kept him on at the end of his jab. Do you think he can do that to Joseph Parker tomorrow?
How do we know Dubois was world-class?
He looks a world-class prospect on the eyes.
World-class prospect. I'm on about someone who is world-class because they was a world champion, or have beaten world-class people, or lived in world-class. Dubois, at that stage when they fought, was still a prospect. They were both kind of prospects. So it's hard to say that was world-class. and it proved not to be because he was able to stop him. Maybe Dubois will come back and become world champion at some stage, but at that stage, the fact that Dubois wasn't moving his head and sustained all of that damage, just soaking up those jabs, showed that he wasn't world class at that stage. I think he has world class potential, but he needs to reevaluate. He's got Shane McGuigan now. Shane's going to definitely bring out the very best in him and get that world class, get those world class attributes out of him. But at the stage that he was at, the way he wasn't moving his head, and you can't. It's very difficult to become a world class fighter if your head's stationary and you're getting hit down the middle with basic jabs.
David, we're 2.5 months away from December 3rd, the projected date for Fury Joshua in Cardiff. Does this happen or not, in your opinion?
I'd like it to happen. I really would like it to happen. It's a fight that everybody has been desperate for, and it's taken Anthony Joshua, unfortunately, to suffer 2 back-to-back defeats before it was okay for the fight to transpire. I'm sure Anthony Joshua would have wanted this fight a little while ago, but it wasn't to be. He tried to fight the mandatory at the time, which was Usyk, and he came unstuck, came across a significantly improved boxer than himself, and tried to have a boxing match 2 times. He tried to have a boxing match. He did better the second time than he did the first time, but he still tried to fight someone else's fight and wasn't able to use his own physical tools and attributes to maximise his game plan and his battle attack. But if he does get the fight with Fury, he needs to change what he's been doing. I said from day dot, he's the only person who has the physical ability and tools. He needs to just be able to. He's got the firepower. He just needs to know how to load it and let it go at the right time. And he could cause massive problems for Fury.
If you had your last dollar on it, tomorrow it happens, who are you going for?
Your last dollar? What do you mean last dollar?
If you had to put a bet on and you had your last pound or dollar.
Once again, I'll say the same again. What if I put $1 on Fury to beat AJ? How much money would I get back? How much of a favourite is he going to be?
Massive.
So even if I do win that, I go from $1 to $1.05. That's not.
Who are you picking? Who are you backing?
If I put it on AJ, I'll get like 10 back. I'll put it on one of them, I'll get 10 back. I'll go with that. I'll go with those odds. I'll go with the long odds all day long. But I know what you're saying. Anthony, he just needs to know how to engage his body. He needs to know how to. I don't know what. Doing the stuff that he's doing. I see him on his rope doing this thing. I'm like, there's a way he needs to do it, and if he does get this fight with Fury, he's got to really figure out what he's going to do when the bell rings, because what he did against Usyk is just like he'd struggle to last the distance, like massively struggle to last distance.
Last one. You're in a unique position where you've worked in your career with Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren on shows. Do you think they can work together?
Yeah, they can work together. Everybody can work together. If it makes dollars, it makes sense. And this one makes the most amount of dollars, so it makes sense to everybody. 100%. Chuck it all in the pot. Bust it up, whatever the split is. Everybody has the biggest ever payday. Thank you very much. Such a simple fight to make. So simple. It sounds complicated because of what's happened in the past, but strangely, this is very easy because everybody wants to make the most amount of money with the fight that the fans all want to see in a location that everyone's happy with. It's just everybody wins. Win or lose, all of AJ's people, all of Fuse, everyone gets paid more than they'll ever got paid in any other fight. So let's make it happen.
I reckon you should broker the deal. David Haye, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV. Enjoy your night tomorrow at the AO Arena, live on BT Sport box office, of course. Joyce Parker.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I put my dad in the street against a heavyweight.
I've gone back to the dad. I've punched him a few more times.
5 blokes outside my front door. You coming out?
One hell of a fucking story, so stay tuned.